All right, so in our final video in this series, guys, we're going to talk about some different starts you can use to help improve that speed. So it's not very often rather, in sport where we start with this perfect start and we can go from there. So there's a couple of different ways we can do a few different starts to get a bit more sport specific or get you thinking about different things. So the first one is going to get you thinking about acceleration, because what we're going to do is a falling start. So Ash is going to get nice and tall, but as she leans forward, she gets to almost this 45-degree-ish angle where she can push through the ground and get that first step nice and fast. So nice and tall, falls forward, boom, straight through. Beautiful. So if you're someone who kind of struggles with that acceleration and you usually stay nice and tall, you're not putting as much force in the ground, try that falling start and it will make sure that you get in the right position to push through, okay? From here we can get, I guess, a little bit more sport specific. We can do sort of a lateral start, so she can take a few steps that way. From here, it's almost as if she's in defense or something. She can shuffle and then sprint. So she has to transition from going laterally to sprinting straight away, which she'll do on that line. She'll show us here, boom, straight away. Beautiful transition. So again, changing up the start so we're not just focusing on the perfect environment. We're moving and then we're sprinting. Another example of that, we can do a little backtrack. So Ashley can take a couple of steps back, like this is probably a good one, and she plays touch. So in touch, obviously there's a lot of backtracking in defense and then coming forward. So she's going to show you here. She's do a couple of little backtracks and then drive forward, boom. So it's about coming backwards and then obviously applying force the other way as quick as you can, all right? The last one we can do, we can make it a bit reactive and even competitive. If you have a buddy, this is a good one to do. Kind of like the lion and the gazelle, right? She's obviously the lion, I'm just a little Weasley gazelle, but she is going to go when I go. So I'm not going to say 3, 2, 1, go. As soon as I go, she has to try and go and even catch me, all right? So I'll show you how this one goes. She won't catch me, I'm quick. No, she caught me. All right, but again, competitive elements, reactive elements, all right, you're going when someone else goes, like in defense, they don't just tell you, all right, I'm about to go now. So a good way you can kind of work on that sort of reactivity, all right? So a few different starts you can use in your sprint training to try and get a bit of speed off the mark, make it a little bit sport specific, that sort of thing.